Hey guys, Cameron with CBM Reviews here, and I've got another review for you. This is the review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Is it a comic book movie? No, it's not. But this is based off of the movies that started back in 1994 with the original Jurassic Park that's based on a Michael Crichton book. Not a comic book, just a book. Still, this is the fifth movie in this series, following Jurassic Park 1, 2, The Lost World, 3, and then Jurassic World. So, I kind of wanted to talk about it. It's part of that nerd culture. It fits in that niche. So let's dive right in. But before we do all the diving and everything like that, I just want you to know that if you are a fan of these kind of reviews, if you're a fan of nerd culture, go ahead and click that subscribe button down in the bottom. And if you want to be notified every single time I post something, click that notification bell. Boom, you'll get the notification and you'll be first in line to see what I've got to post. I'm not going to give you a spoiler version of this. This is going to be spoiler free. You don't have to worry about it, although I will give you a few things that you might want to look out for. So this was not directed by Spielberg, even though this was an Amblin Entertainment project. This was directed by J.A. Bayona. I think that's how you pronounce it. But it does bring back everybody from Jurassic World. Not everybody. It does bring back Chris Pratt. It does bring back Dallas Bryce Howard. And you've got a little bit of Jeff Goldblum in there. Jeff Goldblum. Essentially, the dinosaurs are on this island and it's blowing up. And they have to retrieve the dinosaurs or else they go extinct again. But somebody who's been footing the bill for this extraction is actually trying to sell these dinosaurs. And the good guys have to try and stop that from happening. There's your story, in case you weren't aware of it from the trailers. First and foremost, this movie looks gorgeous. This movie does its rendering of the dinosaurs right. And whenever you're going to make a dinosaur movie, you can have a story that's spot on. If the dinosaurs look fake, I'm out. I'm bouncing. But that's not the case. These dinosaurs look fantastic. Whether they're in the sun, in the rain, on a volcano that's blowing up, in cages, it looks good. The story, however, has a few things wrong with it. It's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. But as with other Jurassic Park movies, this one, unfortunately, sometimes hinges on what I like to call the T-Rex machina, where something happens to help out our protagonist, and it just so happens to be a T-Rex. This is something that I don't think that the people who make these movies have realized. The T-Rex is not a good guy. It is an animal, it's a dinosaur, and it's not treated as such at moments. And this is not a new thing. In the very first Jurassic Park, the T-Rex comes out of nowhere to stop the raptors from getting Dr. Grant and Dr. Sattler and the two kids. The T-Rex is the T-Rex machina. And in this one, not just on one occasion, but multiple times, there's a T-Rex machina. I would love to not visit that trope ever again. Everybody that's acting in this movie does a phenomenal job. You actually buy what they're selling. Chris Pratt does a great job, and Dallas Bryce Howard, even though I didn't really like her that much in Jurassic World, I liked her a little bit more in this movie. And I thought for a second I wasn't going to like that one kid with the curly hair that screams in every single trailer. He's actually incredibly funny. I really enjoyed his character throughout, even though I still didn't enjoy that one particular scream. There's another character, I think her name was Zaya. She's not really portrayed in any of the trailers, but she plays a huge role in this. I wish they would have put her in trailers because she's spectacular in this movie. The action is good. It's there when it needs to be there. There are some moments where you have to slightly suspend your disbelief. Moments when they're on the island. Moments when they're back on the mainland. But it doesn't throw you out of it completely, so you're still in the thick of it. And, you know, the direction for this is really well done. Not a shocker. I actually came into this movie thinking I was going to despise it, thinking I was going to dislike it, and I was pleasantly surprised. I'm so glad that I went and I actually enjoyed myself for the majority of the movie. So overall, this is pretty good. There is one scene though that I must address, and if you think this might be a little spoilery, skip ahead to this time and you can miss all of this. But there's a scene that when I saw it, I I laughed out loud. And I got to apologize to the people that were in the theater with me, but it was incredibly funny. There's this character, her name is Maisie, and she gets locked in her room by the bad guy in the movie. She gets locked in her room, and the way that she breaks out made me laugh. And the reason why it made me laugh is that back in the 90s, the mid-90s, there was a cartoon called The Critic, and they would talk about movies that were popular back then and then do sequels and have a laugh. And there's an old joke. It was actually made by the same creators who worked on the early Simpsons. So it was actually pretty funny. And there's an ongoing joke that says the Simpsons did it first. How she got out of her locked room. In this instance, the critic did it first. In fact, I'm not going to tell you how it happens. I'm just going to show you.
You can't hold a raptor in a closet. They're too smart.
So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and say this movie is one of those where you should watch it in theaters at least one time. It's a good popcorn film. You don't have to do a whole lot of back and forthing and doing investigative stuff. You could actually just sit back, enjoy yourself, and well, there it is. If I'm going to give this a grade, I'm giving it actually higher than I was expecting to give it. It's a 78. The visuals are the strongest part in this, and as I said, the story sometimes lacks a little bit. There's some characters that do some dumb things. There's some T-Rexes that come out of nowhere and save the day. But it's a cohesive story. It's a cohesive plot, and if you're expecting this to tie up in a nice tidy bow, well, Jurassic Park movies aren't known for that, so don't expect that here. The acting, though, is top-notch. Even characters that you think you're not going to enjoy, for the most part, they are done very well, and the direction is fine, too. So, 78 only is getting docked for, ex machinas and things like that, but it's definitely worth going back to Isla Nublar and seeing these dinosaurs again. Yes, it's not getting that much love on other critic sites like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb, things like that. But suspend your disbelief for all of 2 hours. I think you'll be okay. So that's my review for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Share this video with all your friends. And as always, this is Cameron with CBM Reviews. We'll see you next time.
Run! Run!
Life finds a way.